Welcome back to another episode of your podcast, Red&Gold All Niners. This episode is going to be a little bit different. Not only we are going to talk about the 49ers, but also we are going to talk about other teams around the league and more specifically their quarterbacks. I don't know if you noticed this season, but this is the year of the outcast quarterback, the misfits. Let's start from the Steelers. They signed this offseason, Mitch Trubisky to be their starting quarterback. We know that it didn't well, very good, and now Kenny Pickett, it is the starting quarterback in Pittsburgh. Nonetheless, Mitch Trubisky, great quarterback with a lot of talent. I don't know if he's the design of the offense where he's been, but it hasn't worked for him in the league. The second quarterback that I'm going to bring, it is Marcus Mariota. That we are going against him this next week. Marcus Mariota, as a first round selection from the Tennessee Titans, didn't work very good. Goes to the Falcons. The Falcons that they had a very good quarterback for so many years in Matt Ryan. They trade him to the Indianapolis Colts. Now Marcus Mariota, it is the starting quarterback for the Falcons. It's not. He's been playing good this season. Don't get me wrong. These are young quarterbacks that for some reason they haven't been good in the league. Now, the next team, the Saints, they brought Jameis Winston, again, another quarterback that it was a first round selection, uh, that it went from Tampa Bay. It didn't work there. They had a lot of issues. It seems like they had a lot of issues regarding their maturity. But again, another young quarterback, first rounder that changed the team. Now, Jamie Winston gets injured, and another outcast, misfit quarterback comes in, is the starter for the Saints. That is Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, long time Cincinnati Bengal quarterback. Another one, Geno Smith in Seattle. Now, Geno Smith has been in the league for more years than these other quarterbacks. He's been in the league for 10 years. He was a second round selection from the New York Jets, then goes to other teams like the Chargers, the Giants, end up in Seattle, backing Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, as we know, he's traded to the Denver Broncos. Now, Geno Smith has been playing very good this season and is one of the leaders in QB in many categories so far this season. Now, another outcast misfit, Baker Mayfield. We know Baker Mayfield was a first round selection from the Cleveland Browns. He had some issues there. Again, other quarterback with that many consider there were issues about maturity. They outcast him, signed Deshaun Watson. Now we know what happened to Deshaun Watson, but Baker Mayfield ends up with the Panthers. Then, as we saw, everybody, we beat him this past week. Another quarterback, Carson Wentz of the Washington Commanders. Now, Carson Wentz start his career very good, almost take the Eagles to the Super Bowl. He get injured. We know the end that how it ends up. Nick Foles takes the reign and goes and wins the Super Bowl. Nonetheless, Carson Wentz, another type of young quarterback with a lot of talent, that he was traded to Indianapolis Colts. He didn't work there, and now is with the Washington team. Another outcast misfit quarterback, Jared Goff in the Detroit Lions. Now we know him very good. He was the quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams for many years, and he was good, but the the brass and the head coach, they decided that he was not good enough to go and win everything. They brought Matthew Stafford, and we saw what happened. They won the Super Bowl. Now Jared Goff, he's an outcast out there in the Detroit Lions. Another quarterback. Now, many of these quarterbacks, either they've been outcast for their play, for some issues outside the field, or injuries. I'm going to bring you one more. Teddy Bridgewater with the Miami Dolphins. Now, we know that the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins is Tua, but he got a very scary injury. Two concussions in a row in two games. So we will see what is going to happen with Tua, but Teddy Bridgewater. Remember, Teddy Bridgewater is been around the league also with several teams, and is all been this very talented quarterback that it doesn't pan out with the teams, and it is moved to another team. Now, remember the story of Baker Mayfield with the Cleveland Browns. He got traded, so on and so forth. Well, there is another outcast misfit in the Cleveland Browns right now, that is Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett, which is a third round selection, from the New England Patriots, and it was one of these quarterbacks that it was the next in the line from Tom Brady, including our quarterback Jimmy G. Now Jacoby Brissett with the Browns, he's been playing good. If he can hold the position until Deshaun Watson come back, the Browns, they can be contenders this year. Probably not for the Super Bowl, but at least to make the playoffs. And the last but not least in this list of outcasts or misfit quarterbacks. Now, we've seen that every single one of these quarterbacks, they change their teams. Now, Jimmy G, I want to ask you, is it an outcast? It is a misfit? Remember, New England select Jimmy G in the second round, and he was going to be the heir of Tom Brady there in New England. The controversy comes and surrounds the Jimmy G Tom Brady situation. They sent him in middle of the season trade to the 49ers. Now, if that makes him an outcast, a misfit, it might be. Why not? Now, the second part of the story of Jimmy G comes with the 49ers. Jimmy G is supposed to be an outcast or a misfit playing for a different team this season, not for the 49ers. Comes back to the 49ers and is been playing good. And now we are making the run for the Super Bowl. So, very strange case of Jimmy G, that he had the possibility to become a double outcast or a misfit and still in the team. Is the only quarterback that hasn't changed the team in these past seasons. Let me know what you think about this situation of the quarterbacks. I never seen in the NFL so many outcasts or misfit quarterbacks in different teams at the same time in the same season. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and see you in the next one.